Joey, I'm trying to film the intro. Hello everybody and welcome back to my pony care series. And in today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you something that every horse person should know. And it's not how to groom a horse, how to lead a horse, how to pick out a horse's hooves. It is how to speak horse. And so far, I can already tell that Joey is excited for today's video and he wants some attention because with horses and with riding schools and things, this is something that you're not always taught, and that is how to read horses' body languages and talk to them. So right now I can tell that Joey wants to be the main character. Yes, you do. Okay, can I film the video and then I'll give you some attention? But anyway, before we begin, and Joey distracts me. Yes, thank you. I'm going to be teaching you how to speak horse, and that is something really important because if not, you're just two species living in confusion. So you want to be able to know what your horse is thinking, how they're feeling, so I'm going to teach you that today. The first thing that you need to know is that horses are not dogs. Most people who have never met or interacted with horses before, they think, oh, they're just big dogs, you treat them like dogs, act them like dogs. No. They are very different to dogs because, number one, horses are prey animals, and that means they survive by not trusting things and being scared of everything, which is definitely Casper. As you guys know, he is probably my most untrusting of all my horses. He's the spookiest one, so things like a plastic bag, a tree rustling, they are always looking out for a saber-toothed tiger that's going to come and attack them. And at the end of the day, we're predators, they're prey animals, so it takes a lot for them to trust you. And also, unlike dogs, when they don't wag their tails like dogs, that doesn't mean they're happy. Actually, if they swish their tails, it's probably because they're unhappy and they're saying, back off, don't get near me. So yes, horses aren't dogs, don't treat them like dogs. They are prey animals, but you need to approach slowly and carefully. And a horse's main defense mechanism is running away and kicking their legs out. And I tell you what, you do not want to be met with a hoof. No, do you, Casper? And that brings us on to our next topic. And that is how to see like a pony. So we are now here with Duke, who is our model. And horses actually have a 350 degrees view. So they can almost see all the way around them. So they actually have two different blind spots. Number one, which is directly in front of them, which does seem a little bit silly, but that is because they are prey animals and they're always looking around the outside to see if there is another very scary saber-toothed tiger. And then the other blind spot that they have is directly behind them. So they are the two big no-nos. Do not approach a horse from the front and do not approach a horse from the back because, again, you don't want your face to say hello to a hoof. So Duke here, you can see that his eyes are actually on the side of his head. So he's a little bit like a hammerhead shark. That's what I always think. Oh, thank you. He has just absolutely slobbered all over my hand. Thank you, Duke. So when you want to approach a horse, my top tips are, okay, I'm going to do an example, but Duke is literally just going to walk towards me because okay, Duke, you need to stand, you need to stay. Again, he's not a dog, so he doesn't know the stay command. He just knows, oh, there we go. You stay there. Oh, okay, I see how it is. Well, anyway, if you are going to approach a pony, approach them from the side. I often always say, just say hello, say hi, let the horse know that you're there, because sometimes if you do sneak up on them, it can be very surprising and very scary and very spooky. Horses actually have really good vision, so you might be thinking, oh, your pony's ignoring you, when they could actually be looking at a bird 3 fields away, and that's what they're distracted by. I often find my horses, they can see things before I do. Very clever, aren't you, mister? Yes. So right now I'm actually giving Duke a scratch on his favourite scratchy spot that we will get into later in this video, but look how happy he is. He is loving the scratchies, aren't you, Duke? Yes. Yes, you loving the scratchies? Oh, that is one scratchy face if I ever did see one. Yes. Oh, Duke, you're so funny. You're so funny. Lads. Yeah, do you want some haylage? We are now here with Joey, who's going to be our model for the next part, and that is where to and to not touch a horse. So first off, you might be able to see that he is tied up. So actually, this is quite a big thing for horses because, as I said before, one of their main defense mechanisms is running away very quickly. And because he is tied up, he cannot run away very quickly. So he's left to one other option, which is kicking out. And as I said before, you do not want to get kicked, or some horses are also biters as well. So be careful with that. But at the moment you can see from Joey's body language, he's very, very relaxed. He's actually quite interested in what I'm doing. I think he's trying to sniff for any treats that might be in my pocket. But starting off, we're going to go over where to and to not touch a horse. So I always think the neck, that's quite a good place. You know, it's they're quite happy, often like maybe down here on their chest as well. That's one of Joey's favourite scratchy spots. Each horse is different. Some horses love to be touched somewhere, some horses hate to be touched somewhere, but the main thing is their face is an area that most people go to when they first approach a horse, which I would say is a little bit more of a no-no kind of area. So we're gonna do a demonstration for you all. I'm going to pretend to be a horse, of course, and Davide, the cameraman, is going to approach a horse like somebody who doesn't know anything about horses does. And you can see how uncomfortable it makes me. Hello, I'm Esme the horse. I'm standing here with my head out of my stable. Oh look, there's a man approaching. How is he going to approach me? Head on. Oh, I've just spotted him. He's, oh, why are you doing to my, no, don't, why are you touching, no, wait, I don't want you touching my face. No, why are you sticking in the hand of my nose? No, don't touch me. See? Horses, that's what it's like. You don't want to put your fingers all in their face because they're going to be like, dude, what is happening here? Why are you putting your fingers in my face? So, remember that when approaching horses. So Casper here, you can see he has got a lovely nose. He's got a very distinguished and lovely moustache. And as humans, we just want to touch it and squidge it. But you can see from his body language, he's like, dude, why are you touching my nose? So horses, they're quite sensitive. Casper is especially sensitive. He is a little bit more head shy. He doesn't really like having his head touched. But if I go for a nice little neck scratch, he's nuzzling into me, he's interested, he's happy. But if I just approach him and go like that, it's not his favourite thing. No, is it? So if you just like be calm and gentle and give them a little neck scratch, that's where they like to be touched. We're now back here with Joey, and I'm actually giving him a scratch in one of his favourite scratchy spots, and that's on his withers. And when you think about horses in the wild, they don't really interact too much with their faces, and if they do, it's probably because they're trying to bite each other. But when they're grooming each other or nuzzling up to each other, it's often on the neck, on the withers, and that's where they give each other scratchies. So I'm going to be giving Joey a little scratchy here. Another thing people often do is pat horses like dogs, and I know that some people think, oh, good boy, give him a good pat, that kind of thing, but actually I find horses, they prefer a nice little scratch like this, and I feel like that is definitely a more gentle and just more natural way of horses, like again, when they groom each other, it's kind of similar to that. They don't really, you know, give each other a big pat or that kind of thing, a bit like a dog. You just give them a nice little scratchies, and that's often how I tell my horses that they're good boys or girls. You just say, good boy, and give him a little scratch. Hey. I mean, he's more interested in his haylage right now, but he's enjoying the scratchies, because I tell you what, if I stop scratching him, he's going to be like, girl, what are you doing? Or not, he's more interested in his food. There we go. Yes. So while he's having his haylage, one other area that I would say horses are very sensitive is their flanks. This bit here is a little bit tickly. I mean, Joey is very used to me touching him and patting him and grooming him and that kind of thing. But if you're gonna just like touch a horse, don't go for here. This is like the sensitive zone. Also, common sense, but never stand directly behind a horse. Always do things from the side. So if you're grooming their tail or that kind of thing, stand to the side, because their legs kind of go out this way. They don't really go sidewards very often. So yeah, just be careful of that. Just be mindful. Hey, mister. Yes, would you like oh, you gonna give me a scratch back? No, haylage. All right, everyone, I am back being a horse, because the next section is all about reading horses' body language. So it's a little bit like horsey subtitles, because they can't physically like speak to us. They often show us how they're feeling, and one of the ways is through their ears. Now, a lot of people might think ears forward means happy, ears back means unhappy, which is slightly true, but it also can mean many different things. I often find my horse's ears go really far forward when they're alert, they're looking at something, they're interested in something. Maybe they kind of use it like to point towards danger, like what's happening there, they're listening in. A little fun thing also that I found is when you're riding in a group, I often find the horse that's at the front has its ears forward, the horse that's in the middle has its ears to the side, and then the horse that's at the back of the group often has its ears back because they're listening, they're kind of working as a herd so they can listen in all different directions. So that's my little fun fact for you. Sometimes horses, they can have one ear forward, one ear back, they're kind of multitasking, they're listening in all different directions. Sometimes when horses are really chilled, their ears are just kind of in what I like to call neutral. But yeah, that is one thing to look out for, is look at their ears. And we actually have a very good example of Casper because he can be a little bit grumpy. He definitely likes his personal space, and his way of telling people don't get in my personal space is by pinning his ears back. So he does do that a lot of the time at Joey and at Duke when they're just getting a little bit close to him and his stable. Another thing to look out for with horses is if they are licking or chewing, it often means that they're processing information. So they're taking something in, maybe they're learning something, or also it can mean that they do have food stuck in their teeth and they're trying to get it out. Another thing that horses do is yawn quite a bit. So if they're yawning, not only can it mean that yes, they may be a little bit tired, but often they can yawn in stressful situations as well. Casper here is nudging me because I'm not giving him attention, so that's his way of being like, girl, can I have some treats? Can I have some attention? Stop talking to the camera and give me some scratchies, yes. One of the other most important things when it comes to horses is that they really read your body language. So if you're feeling nervous, if you're feeling stressed, they really pick up on that. So the best thing that you can do is be quiet and calm. So as you can see here, I'm very relaxed, I'm very happy, I'm very calm. Duke's also standing here with me, very happily, very calm, just in the presence of me. But if I flap around like a wind-up chicken, then Duke is going to think the apocalypse is happening. Now, do not wind your horses up. I'm doing this for educational purposes. Those of you who are very observant will see that right now, Duke is very relaxed. Maybe a little too relaxed. So anyway, I'm going to show you now what Duke will do if I end up being really stressed and really anxious. So I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world, it's the end of the world, ah. Okay, I'm going to calm down now because we don't want him to be too excited. But you can see Duke then was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Panic mode. You can see he feels very safe with me because he's gone straight to me. He's like, Mum, what's happening? I'm scared. I want to be by you. Please protect me from the saber-toothed tigers. But you can, oh, okay, we're back to Scratchy. Okay, we're back to Scratchy. But you can really see from his body language, when I was freaking out and flapping about, he was then freaking out and flapping about as well. So the best thing that you can do is be calm, collected, and your horse will be as well. Which is why I'm really bad at competing, because I get really nervous and then my horses think that the apocalypse is happening. So competition nerves and horses is not a good mix. Oh, what are you doing? We're now going to put together everything that we've learnt in today's video, and I'm going to show you how to have a conversation with a horse. So starting off, I'm approaching Casper from the side. I am nice and calm and gentle. I'm just going to say his name, hi Caspy, in a nice gentle voice. I'm going to see that he's seen me. I'm looking at his ears, at his body language. He looks happy for me to approach. And then I'm not going to touch his face or get in his personal space. No, thank you. He's asking me for a scratch, so I'm going to give him a little scratch on his neck. I'm not going to give him a pat. I'm just going to be, good boy, have a nice little, nice and gentle. I mean, I can tell right now that he's looking for treats. That's what he's telling me by nudging me. And then once I've done all that, I'm just going to step away, see what he thinks. And there we go. That is how to have a conversation, or how to talk to horses. And a lot of it really is listening to them. Listening to what they're feeling, what they're saying with their body language, and just making sure that you're nice, gentle, calm, and approaching them when they want to be approached. Good boy. He's licking the treat crumbs off my hand. So there we go, that is how to speak horse. And as you can see, it's not about dominating them or anything like that. It's just about listening, getting onto their level, and the more that you speak to them and listen to them, the more they'll want to speak to you too. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it's very kind of back to basics, but I was thinking, I don't think when I was learning to ride, anyone ever told me this about horses. It's just sort of things that everyone just assumes that you know, but there are so many people out there that have never actually met a horse before or seen a horse in real life. So if you want to know how to talk to horses or approach a horse, I hope today's video has been helpful. I know it's very basic. There are a lot of horse whisperers and experts out there that are far, far better, but I thought today's video is definitely back to basics, and for people that maybe don't know anything about horses, or maybe if you've been riding horses for years, then this might help you form a better connection with your ponies. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments, Casper, I'm trying to do the outro. Let me know in the comments what other videos you would like to see from my pony care series, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Don't worry, I will get you that treat now. Yes, I will get you that treat. Thank you. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Been a very good boy, Casper. Very good boy. Oh, hello, sir. Would you like some treats as well? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm now being attacked from both angles by two very hungry horses. Good boys. Well done. Thank you for being my horse models today. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So glad you still have your tash, Casper. Yes.